Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for some indie comic reviews, and in these indie comic reviews I'll be covering Gatchaman issue 10, followed by Dark Horse's The Umbrella / Sparrow Academy issue number 1. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reading and reviewing. So starting off with first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around at the beginning, middle and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, carrying over from the last issue, we see that the enemy has sent in some droids to attack the citizens, and whilst this is occurring, we see that one of the members of the Science Ninja team is now going to have to get into gear and get changed so he can help the people he's just met to get out of some trouble. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, we get the character that's connected to the Science Ninja team communicating with the group that's under them of things that they might be able to do, and also finally for them to get back in, or finally for this particular character to get back into action with the main group. And last but not least, towards the end, to which we see Galactor's connection to this, this backup group that's meant to be taking over for the Scientific Ninja team. For the internal art, I give it a 7.5 out of 10, as it has been consistent from issue to issue. Next is the area of the story, which is rated in relation to time, location, and cast, and references in case the writer or editor decides to put it in. So we didn't. Meanwhile, for the time, we didn't end up getting any comic book references. Though it probably won't it probably would not hurt in starting to add it into these issues now. Next is the area of time, to which we had meanwhile being used, followed by location after that, to which we didn't get any indication of where things were happening location-wise, so the audience wasn't told. And last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of a Science Ninja team, someone who one of the members of the Science Ninja team was trying to help by the name of Dean, and last but not least, the character known as Galactor, or the villain group known as Galactor. For the overall rating, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the Sparrow Academy issue 1. So as we move into the Sparrow Academy issue 1, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, to which we'll have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening with the cast of characters. So as we move into the beginning of this story, we get a bit of a rehash that connects to this particular world, and also these cast of characters that are sort of making up the new, numbers in Reginald's little army of sorts. Of course, we finally have the return of the original members that connect to the Umbrella Academy as they turn up on the scene. And last but not least, a whole lot of action that takes place within the story. So, for the internal art, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. Now, considering that this is sort of like starting a new series in relation to the Umbrella Academy, did we get anything time-wise? Sure enough we did, 11:28 AM, as well as things that were occurring 9 years ago, as was sort of like written in some of the narrated dialogue. Next is the location. We got no idea where the hell it's taking place location-wise, though I think it probably would have helped the story a bit more. And last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Reginald, we saw Luther, we saw, I think it's Sean there, and of course the OG characters that connect the 1 to 7 that made an appearance. For the overall racing, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.